the game. Yes, we are. Here we go for our second match in our losers top 16 matches. And y'all are in for a treat here. Doing openers I've never even heard of from OSW there. FIRESTORM's got a little bit of mistakes to clear through, but we're in Season 2. Mistakes are... if you have the right creativity for it, you can clear mistakes. And FIRESTORM's going to be using those creative abilities to take the first round of this match. Now here we go, we're seeing a stick from FIRESTORM.
Oh, rough misdrops from OSW. And...
ooh, that is tough.
Not able to skim out of it.
Stick spin is not a opener that you want to misdrop. I mean, you never want to misdrop, but stick spin is not a match that you want to... or is not an opener you want to misdrop against that. It's just too much attack in the early game.
27 spike from OSW, but FIRESTORM managing to survive it. OSW starting to burst a bit faster, but was forced to break surge pretty early, so does not have that as an advantage.
FIRESTORM had been sending so much, or OSW had sent so much clean to FIRESTORM that once FIRESTORM got the well swap, had a good counterattack and forcing OSW into making a clean. But OSW with a kind of crazy little float there.
Yeah, OSW definitely forced to be quite creative here with all of these misdrops.
Indeed.
Nice setup there in order to transition the well, and now FIRESTORM super high up once again. Doesn't... oh, that's...
oh, FIRESTORM has it! FIRESTORM has it! No way! This well's open. There it is!
Wow, incredible recognition from FIRESTORM there in order to stay alive. Now OSW, pretty high up here with the Z misdrop as well, going to cause a couple of problems in the stack. But
they're both so high. The FIRESTORM was too high to be able to have a good attack against it.
Yeah, both of these players also just so fast, able to burst out of a lot of situations that would be dangerous for pretty much anyone else.
Indeed, and now we're both seeing them both get back in the bottom half of their boards. Can have the chance to kind of regroup. But oh, I didn't even see it happen, but a misdrop from FIRESTORM.
Side 4 wide.
That's too high.
OSW building into a side 4 wide at the end of that match as well.
Yeah. Now here we go into game 4.
Oh, FIRESTORM with a rough misdrop to start the round off, but able to clean it up nicely. Although that does mean OSW gets the surge advantage. Almost looked like OSW was going for a 4 wide there, and they don't actually have the pieces. No skims available.
No skims available, and FIRESTORM just had more attack right there ready. What is...
oh my... what are these setups?
What am I looking at?
Neither of those boards made sense to me.
This game is evil. Yeah, sure,
OSW and it does nothing.
But just has so much more and is building so much back-to-back. Yeah.
Perfect well for FIRESTORM here. Sends a 27
attack!
OSW's
defensive weapon.
Able to combo it down.
What is this game?
Okay, yeah, okay, FIRESTORM... 14 spike from OSW here, but OSW now has the surge deficit, and FIRESTORM with a, all things considered, pretty clean stack. Oh, but does have that Z.
Doesn't have to run it off there.
Forced to break surge earlier than they might have wanted to, but OSW now sent. Oh,
there's so much pressure. 230 from both sides.
Yeah.
Oh, OSW
with a nice, very good fractal setup there, but FIRESTORM able to survive it now with a perfect well, starting to send some of this back.
And they're just both back down. What do you do?
So much clean from...
what can you do?
Whatever they're doing, it does seem to be working for both players.
Yeah.
So much clean coming out from both players. A bit of cheese starting to be sent here from OSW, but FIRESTORM works through all of it.
Neither player in any sort of an advantage state here. OSW's board looks messy. Oh, that's tough.
Nice
Find
cut
it?
from Firestorm. OSW,
There's
very
no
top
way.
of the board here.
There's no way.
Goodness,
There's
it
no way.
survives.
There's
It
no way.
survives.
What am I what?
Okay then, sure. Neither player has back-to-back. We're in a neutral position after all of that.
I'm at a loss for words right now. I do. It's just Oh, that's got it. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Okay.
Firestorm finally getting the timing correct. Finally taking that round.
That timing was indeed perfect. OSW had a fractal there that, if they got through a couple more pieces, would have been right there to have. But unfortunately for OSW, not quite there.
OSW finds the perfect clear, finds the loop.
Oh, so
Firestorm.
fast.
Yeah, Firestorm just wasn't ready for it. OSW able to take a quick round after the nonsense that happened previous.
And it's so darn hard to be ready for what that was going to give.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having that opener pressure, especially after those long games.
And OSW does have the speed advantage in this match and knows how to use that to his advantage. Okay.
Oh, nice color clear from OSW there, but Firestorm does still have surge advantage.
Firestorm has
Breaks
surge
it.
advantage, but needs to use it defensively. Isn't going to
Yeah.
be able to use it as an offensive weapon. Cheeky fractal from OSW, building up high now. Sets up for a
TSD.
TSD.
Oh,
Oh, gotta take out into TSD. That's a better way to solve.
yeah, definitely a cleaner
ball spot.
solution there. Now
The
OSW with
elevations like
surge.
that just they like speak to my soul. Now here's a big gap. 18. Looks like gonna need
Nice
to clean it
30
there
spike.
at 21.
Yeah, OSW forced to break surge there, but Firestorm double stacked O on top of that piece.
Oh,
Able
gets
to
it though.
reverse for
OSW tanks 22
Aw.
spike. And if you look at Firestorm's board at the end there, it is an entire board of cheese. If that didn't kill, the next attack would have, because that was an entire board of cheese. There was no clean anywhere.
yeah, but OSW tanking there, I think, was the thing that let them end up securing that kill with that spike. Otherwise, I think Firestorm would have been able to cancel it.
And it's a weird, and I feel like it's hard for me to think about the decision to take that, because when so high up on the top of the board there, it's hard when your opponent's on the top of the board to make the decision, I'm actually gonna let them survive. But now pressure against OSW here is really strong.
17 surge for Firestorm here. OSW definitely needs to find
OSW is
something
gonna-
here to break it. That's OSW finding the tuck, but spending so much time to do so, still able to
Oh my
survive
God, you
somehow.
lived? I was so scared of that because I'm watching OSW take all this time and just like stall to get that piece placement right, and meanwhile Firestorm was just building up so much surge, but now the advantage is the way. OSW has to use a defensive weapon though.
Nice down stack from OSW though to get clean.
Indeed, indeed. OSW setting out his attack is really high on the board.
OSW, yeah, OSW so high, forced to break surge because of that height, and now Firestorm, ooh, sent the surge off as well, but just wasn't able to secure a kill with it.
Wasn't able to secure a kill, but OSW is so high that Firestorm gets a chance.
Oh, so much clean for OSW though, using it to send a 19 spike and send Firestorm straight to the top of their board, and yeah, that's enough to
Aided
take
by a
them down.
misdrop from Firestorm.
It's tied up 4-4.
And yeah, just as I say, we're having some great matches today.
Ooh, nice T-spin setups from Firestorm.
Yeah, that's
So
gonna
much
be really
pressure
tough
early.
for OSW.
Yeah.
Had some down with that quad in the bag, but just kind of the pressure came at the right time that it didn't come off. OSW looking for revenge on this point. Got some back-to-back building up. Oh, and finds it well with 14 back-to-back. Firestorm is high. OSW is going to keep bringing it on, though. At
OSW
19.
continuing to build a back-to-back, sends it off 23 spike, and Firestorm's one piece off from the eyepiece. Not going to be able to survive it.
It was like just in OSW had sent just enough, one less line in Firestorm too. In both directions, it was one piece and one line for Firestorm. Now OSW, it's a rare win when you get kind of a win off of a surge break, but that didn't really come with a secondary attack. But that was one where it did happen in that way for OSW. Here we go, getting into mid-game.
Very nice 0-9 from Firestorm. Oh, they do break out of it now, but very good recognition there in order to just like continue to cancel out OSW's pressure.
OSW starting to build, had to cancel kind of, but came at the perfect time. Firestorm's board was just too messy, and OSW that brilliant.
Yeah, great timing. Great timing from OSW there. Imperial Cross coming out from OSW into center well conversion. Nice spike 25. A lot of cheese on Firestorm's board now.
So much cheese, but OSW has cheese of their own to get through. So it doesn't really have the opportunity to send the attack that would put the nail in the coffin for Firestorm there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build
okay. Oh, he messes up the
drops.
There's no L-spin. Drops. Oh, the crazy TST setup, but the L-spin just...
Oh, that's sad. Because that was such a good play, otherwise.
Yeah.
PKI mirrors.
OSW definitely a player that is pretty prone to misdrops, but doesn't seem to be dissuading them from going for these setups.
It does come with the speed. You see when players kind of are starting to push speed, you see more misdrop right out of those players who are playing strides as opposed to going that slower, more efficient route like we saw Dormy playing. And so yeah, it's a position where like it's something you kind of have to accept and deal with when you play fast. The fact that you are going to make misdrops more than the slower players you play against are going to.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, but a
25 spike.
There.
Oh, but Firestorm's able to stay alive for at least a bit. Oh, OSW is basically out of pressure, and Firestorm's able to downstack all of that.
Firestorm's won an advantage state here.
Surge break pretty early, though. Not going to be able to utilize it for a bigger attack here. Although Firestorm is able to continue the pressure, and that's actually enough to take the round.
Lots of good cheese on OSW there, too. Now, Firestorm is closing into the end. Needs 3 more points to win. OSW needs 5 more points to win.
Ooh.
There you go.
Rough start
doing
from
that thing we saw earlier. Gonna tank. I don't know if that was an attempt to tank or cancel, but...
Surge break from Firestorm. Small surges from both players here. Both players ending up canceling out the other one, though, so no cheese will be sent yet.
Alright, here we go. OSW at the bottom. Firestorm's getting down, though. OSW having to burn an eye to that dependency on the side. Downstacks a quad well without taking one. Oh, now Firestorm's build up surge. OSW's got cheese.
Yeah, rough position for OSW here. Managing to get down to this well.
Fine. More than fine.
Big spike comes out, and yeah, OSW able to tank all of it and still be fine here.
The way that big spike came in, though, it was entirely clean.
Rough J placement from OSW that covers the well entirely, and just not able to dig it down.
That is rough because OSW, without that mistake, OSW was in advantage state, and that one mistake is enough that there was just no recovering from that at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Now here we go, on the upstack.
Interesting surge break decision from Firestorm there. Like, OSW now with a pretty big advantage because of it.
OSW piling it on. Big lead, 18 spike attack, builds it into another attack.
Yeah, despite the surge break early, FIRESTORM was able to build up another one in order to cancel out a lot of that pressure. And now
OSW just gotta be down stacking. Lots of cheese from FIRESTORM.
OSW just continue to upstack on top of it though.
Make some good donations throughout that. Especially all-spin donations.
Yeah, Omish Shop is going to force OSW to break Surge, and FIRESTORM was ready for it. Yeah, FIRESTORM getting that good timing after the Surge break in order to take that round real quick.
Yeah, and we had, I believe that's now like 4 straight points for FIRESTORM. Right from 6-6, now we're 10-6. This is match point for FIRESTORM getting it all clear.
Loops? Not quite a perfect clear loop, but did get the first all clear. And now OSW with a bit of cheese, but sending it back. FIRESTORM also forced to accept a lot of it.
Yeah, FIRESTORM had 1-9 stacking there, which, well, it kind of looked good because it was 1-9. You can't keep doing that. Break out. And kind of just was the momentum difference that OSW needed to run it back. Now, FIRESTORM sending off a minimum surge. Oh, and a great PST from FIRESTORM there into a DT. Yeah.
24 spike from OSW, but FIRESTORM just cancels all of it and sends more.
Yeah.
Although OSW...
24 spike and be in the losing position there, but FIRESTORM was strong. Both players getting that big surge up. FIRESTORM with the fractal. Yeah, again, sure.
Going for these...
FIRESTORM.
Oh! It's definitely a close one there, but OSW was able to get the piece in and managing to survive.
Yeah, OSW didn't have enough counterattack though, but here's a good one, and that's going to be enough to give OSW 1 point closer to pulling out ahead. Here we go in the opener phase. Both players looking good, seeing some all-spin action from OSW. Their attacks are canceling each other out. OSW has to break there, just in a little bit of an spot. FIRESTORM doesn't, and FIRESTORM's going to be piling it on. Now that's a big gap, and OSW's board does not look good. FIRESTORM can't really break, though, because OSW was so low on the board.
Yeah, FIRESTORM finally does...
That's a bad drop.
The team is dropped.
That's actually... What killed it was the mishold. If it wasn't for the mishold, you have a down stack there. But that's going to be...
Super rough.
Oh, that's such a tough way to lose.
Yes, just so unfortunate for OSW.